What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing my Faction skis. I believe these are the Faction Candide 3.0. Candide 3.0. And mounted on them I have the Attack Tyrolia Attack demo bindings. So I picked up these skis about a year or two ago. I got them used, lightly used. I believe this model's from 2019, so they have held up pretty well. In this video, I'll be going over the quality of the ski build, durability, design, performance, and just how I think these skis have done and what I use them for. So these skis are 136, 108 underfoot, 132 tails. They got a 2mm camber. So these are my fat skis, made for mainly powder and spring skiing. They're very soft, very soft. You can see they got a very wide rocker profile and a little bit of camber. They're not reverse camber. They do have a little bit of camber, as you can see, which makes them very nice all around. So these skis are nice for any time that it's soft to light mixed conditions, and I'll tell you why. So I got this ski specifically to ski the softer snow. So these really shine in the spring, like heavy corn. These things just float right on top of everything, and they do that because they're so wide, but also because they're very light. So it makes them really easy to just float over everything. The fat tip and tails, as you can see, there's not a lot of ski cut on this. As you can see, it's pretty fat all the way through. There is a bit of cut, but it's rather minimal, which makes this ski less of a carver and more of a powder. So it's good for short radius turns and not a carving ski, that's for sure. Although it does carve really well for what it is. The lightness also helps it turn fast. So for being a 108 underfoot, this ski, and a 182 length, this ski is incredibly nimble. I use this thing all the time in the trees, moguls, any place that this length can fit, it'll turn. And especially in soft snow. The fat tip and tails, along with the fat middle and the little bit of side cut, just makes it float and turn on a dime in deep and heavy snow. So they're just amazing in these soft conditions. The tip and tail just eat all the chatter, which is exactly what I look for in a soft snow ski. And they're flexible but stiff underfoot. So they do have quite a bit of flex, but they, as you can see here, they are really easy to flex, but underfoot where it counts. So it's flexy to about here, and then here to here it's rather firm, and it doesn't want to noodle. So you can charge with these comfortably, and you can do quick turns. So I'm really impressed with Faction. The ski design, the way that they made this ski was exceptional. They definitely put They are definitely prioritized performance over anything else, and the design is just super fun for anyone that's into freestyle, powder skiing, any type of free skiing design. Anybody that's doing anything remotely freestyle, cliff drops, off camber, or groomers on groomed terrain, great. Where the ski doesn't shine is on hard ice. As you could imagine, the lack of camber, so the bend in the ski, the curve helps the edges dig in and cut. And since this has very little camber, it is not good on icy conditions. It can work in mixed, so if it's somewhat soft, like you can get by on icy conditions, but it would not be your favorite ski at all. The softness chatters a lot on hard stuff, and it doesn't handle hard lumps well at all. It noodles. It feels like a noodle on very hard. I'm talking like icy conditions. Sugar and anything else like that, if there's any type of puff, it's fine, but it really shines in the deeper conditions. So if I was going to get this ski, I would get it strictly as a powder ski or a soft snow ski. If you ski out west, anywhere where there's natural snow a lot of time and not a lot of ice, you could get away with something like this. But if you're out east, I would keep it as a backcountry ski, or a powder day ski. And that'll get into the next point, is that it's super light, so it's really good for touring. I love using this thing for touring. It just feels so amazing, especially in that, seemingly bottomless powder. It really does float the best. It keeps you up a little bit, so you're not going to get quite as deep in the snow unless it's like total blower. But it really does help high speed powder skiing. So now I'll get into the durability. With these skis being so light and been used for so long, they've held up incredibly well for what they are. So these are extremely light ski. I believe they're made out of either balsa wood. I believe it's balsa wood or cork. I'm pretty sure it's balsa wood with a metal plate under the foot. I've heard a lot of reviews online about people breaking them, and I can definitely see how that would happen, especially if you're skiing these things hard in the park. Now I do ski these in the park, but they're not my beaters. I wouldn't take these doing, big gaps onto rails or anything like that, because they just are flimsy. Not flimsy, but like very light and a little bit dainty. So they are very fun and very flexy, but I wouldn't want to slam them on metal, if you get what I'm saying. I feel like if I were to whack these on metal, they would have a higher chance of breaking than other skis, just because they are so light, so flexible, and so wide, that it's just hard to make something this light and this high performance without making it a little bit weaker than, let's say, a true park ski. But overall, they've held up very well. The edges are rather thick for this type of ski, and they've held up well even with some rail jibs. People complained about the top sheet. I haven't had many problems. There's a couple dings here, but honestly, after probably at least 50 to 100 days on this ski, and it still looks like this, it's pretty impressive. Now, these bindings, the attacks are great. I do like them. I would prefer a pivot, something that'll last a little bit longer, but the attacks work fine. Although there are reports of pivots pulling out of these skis because they are made out of a very soft wood. So, all in all, if you're going to be a charger, you want an all-around ski, this isn't for you. If you want to ride park hard on these skis, I would not recommend it. What these are good for is for powder skiing, backcountry touring, and a little bit of everything. These skis will go just about anywhere, do just about anything besides ice and really hard park skiing. If you're someone that likes to cruise around, you like a fatter ski, you want something that's easy on your knees, these skis, oh my god, these skis save my knees so much. They just absorb all the trail chatter, and my knees just feel in bliss when I'm using these. Even on the lumpiest, chatteriest, lumpy powder chunder days. So that's what these are for. You want to go tree skiing, you want something that's going to float yet turn on a dime. That's what these stand out for. But other than that, if you're going to be East Coast, these are probably not for you unless you want a dedicated powder or slush ski. If you want to take laps in the park, but you have another pair of park skis, then these work for that. But I would not recommend these for most East Coast as a one ski quiver for an East Coaster. You would want something more 100 or 90 underfoot. So overall, I give these skis probably a 9 out of 10 for what they're recommended for. They're really good, and one of my favorites. I like them so much I bought another pair of Factions. So if you can deal with the fact that these could wear out sooner than some other skis, but you're sacrificing some durability for good performance, and you're okay with that, then go get some Factions, because I think you're gonna love them. So that's my review. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys out there.